We'll begin with the icons located along the left side of the screen. If you click on the top 3 lines, the column will expand. You can also hover over each icon for the description. Once expanded, we can see the full title for each of the icons. BidBuy is an off-the-shelf system that is configured to our state's needs, but there are going to be some icons and some fields in the system that the state of Illinois is choosing not to use. For our case, we will be using requisitions, bid solicitations, and purchase orders. We won't be using the blankets, receipts, credit memos, or invoices, so we can just ignore those. I'll begin by clicking on the exclamation point icon in the left column. This will take me to my requisitions. This is a list of all of my requisitions. One highlight I want to point out is the toggle switch in the upper right corner. This toggles between View Mine and View All within my organization. Here's a view of all of the requisitions happening within my agency. This toggle switch is available at all of the procurement stages and statuses within BidBuy. Clicking on the BidBuy logo or the speedometer icon, the top icon in the left column, will take you back to your home screen. You'll see here that we are currently working in the training environment. The plus sign next to the BidBuy logo is how we're going to add documents. For almost all of our procurements, we're going to start by clicking the plus sign and creating a requisition. As we move to the right, we next see our search box. The search box is attached to a drop-down menu to the right where we can search using keyword, catalog, bid, contract blankets, invoices, purchase orders, requisitions, quotes, vendors. The catalog function is used for doing a release off a master. It operates more like a shopping cart, similar to how we shop online these days. So you're able to search for an item, add it to your shopping cart, and then it automatically creates a requisition. Moving further to the right, you have your advanced search. Say we're looking for a bid. The advanced search brings up all your different parameters that you can search for. If I know the number, I can go directly to the number. I can search by the status, by buyer, by department, by location, and whether it was a small business set-aside procurement or had a BEP or VBP goal, etc. But let's just press search here to bring up everything in my organization. Over to the upper right side, we can export to CSV, Excel, or PDF. If you're a department head or perhaps an APO and you want to get a snapshot of what's going on at your agency or department, you can pull up everything at your agency or by department and then export that to Excel where it can be reviewed and sorted. Let's go back to the home screen and continue to the right. The bell is where events, reminders, and system messages live. Let's take a look at the reminders. Here, you'll see any internal reminders you've set for yourself. Now, let's look at the system messages. System messages. We can sort by show all, show errors, show warnings, or show in progress. This gives us a high-level view of what procurements we have in process and what stages they're in. Further to the right is the gear icon, which represents the settings. This is how you access the ad hoc reporting features, as well as the Grainger G2B punch-out. Click on the G2B punch-out, select Grainger as your vendor, and you'll go out to Grainger's website. Fill your cart, and then it brings you back to a requisition with all of those items in your line items. Let's move to the question mark icon. The help section. The first section is the About ePro section, which just tells us which version of ePro we're using. Next is the user manual. If we select the user manual, it brings up the system manual for the BidBuy Buy Speed program. This is not our state process. This is the actual Buy Speed user manual, but this can be helpful. As you can see, the table of contents is quite large. But if you're interested in learning more about a specific process, you can use Control F and a search box will come up and you can search for a particular topic. For instance, Bid tab, and then you'll see where Bid tab is mentioned in the manual. The manual is more of an informational tool if you're interested in doing a deep dive into the system. The customer service option isn't functional. If you need assistance with the BidBuy system, you'll need to contact the BidBuy help desk. Next, we'll take a look at the NIGP code browse. This is a browsable, searchable database for you to use if you're searching for an NIGP code. Let's say you're trying to find the NIGP code for jackets. You can scroll through the drop-down menu, or you can search by the keyword jacket. Here, you'll see the NIGP code results for the keyword search jacket. Moving along to the right, next we get to the account section. This is where you can change your user role. If you have access to multiple roles, you will see those in the drop-down. These roles are Basic Purchaser, Department Access, or Inquiry. Select My Account to change or update your information. Click on Edit to make changes or updates to your account. This is where you can add a proxy as a proxy user. This is important if you'll be out of the office. The person acting as your proxy will receive any notifications and be able to move the procurement forward during your absence. This is vitally important if you have a bid opening date scheduled during your absence, as bid openings must occur at the specific time and date as listed in the procurement. You can also change your login question or answer as well as your password. Now let's look at the action item boxes across the top. These colorful boxes are letting us know that there is something that needs to be done with these procurements. They've moved along the approval path and are ready for action to be taken. Down here on the left is news. This is where we'll post important announcements, such as upgrades or downtime. To the right are the recent documents. Your 5 most recent documents will be listed here, and if you click on View More, you'll see everything that you've opened in the last 30 days. At the very bottom of the screen, to the right, you will see the current organization. I'm currently in the CPOGS CPO Office for General Services. That is my agency. In the same section as the current organization, you'll see the official bid by date and time, which is really important for your bid opening dates as well as bid by timestamps. Anytime a document is attached, anytime a document is approved, and anytime a requisition is approved, that timestamp will match. Please make sure to visit the CPOGS Training Center to find more information about all of our upcoming trainings. And if you have any questions, please send those over to the cpogs.training@illinois.gov email account.